Hello everybody, welcome to the Flight Sim Deck. My name is Patrick, I'll be your captain today. We're in Colorado at Eagle County Airport, and we're going to be doing a little circuit around here today. It's a beautiful airport done by Orbx, one of my personal favorites. We're at the front of the airport right here. As you can see, the elevation is 6,547 feet. And we're parked over here by the smaller general aviation planes. The one in front of us right now is by no means small, but we're a little bit behind that. And here we are. This is the Carenado Caravan 208b, and this is what we'll be taking out today on our little flight. Alright, let's have a look at the plan here. We're going to depart Eagle County via the GYPSUM5, and we're going to fly a heading of 215 out this way, and then we're going to meet up with RLG, and then back into the airport. Should take about 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to depend. Right now we're going to have a listen to ATIS.
Sky condition, ceiling 10,000, broken. Temperature 12, 2.0, altimeter 3030, visual, runway 25 in use. Landing and departing runway 25. VFR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact, you have India. Eagle, airport information, India, 1746 Zulu, wind 080 at 5.
Alright, now that we have information India, we're going to start the plane up. Everything is looking good. I'm going to get the fuel boost off and the starter, the avionics on. Alright, and we're ready to taxi. Heading over to runway 25. Now I am doing this on VATSIM, but there are no controllers online right now, so I'm not going to be able to talk to anybody, but I am doing it on VATSIM. Now, I missed an event that was held at this airport just by about 12 hours or so, and they had this airport fully staffed, which is probably more of a rare airport to have everybody on hand for each controller. So I missed that one. It was, I never do VATSIM flights either, and right as I wanted to do one at this random airport, they happened to have it fully staffed right after I got on. So, well, we're going to do it alone, and maybe next time I can get on with a controller and practice this. That's one thing with VATSIM is some of the times that it's more convenient for me to fly, there won't be controllers on, so I can't really do my thing, but I'm going to try to plan it a little better. Just starting to get into the whole VATSIM thing, and I might even get into Pilot Edge. It just depends. So that's where I'm at with that. I haven't been in this plane in about a month, and I wanted to do a general aviation flight. I like to mix up my flights a lot. I do a lot of different airplanes, and I got to get general aviation in there every once in a while. My next flight will probably be, well, not my next flight, but my next GA flight will be in the Cessna 172. I haven't done a flight in there in a while, and I like to try to stay, up to date on the different planes that I fly in my fleet, so I don't get too rusty. My next flight, though, will probably be an Airbus. I hadn't done an Airbus flight in a little while, so I'd like to get one of those done. And then we'll get back to the 717, probably a night flight in that plane, but that's just what I have scheduled. Other than this, lately what I've been doing is just recording for the FSElite video review of the 717. I plan for that review to be really great visually. I think it'll be a great video, just by the footage I've already gotten. I think it'll be great. And yeah, that'll be out fairly soon. If you're not on my Facebook page, you might want to add it. I put all kinds of information like that on there. But okay, we're going to hold short runway 25. I'm going to get a few things together and then we'll line up and depart out of here. Okay, we're going to go line up. There's some cars floating in the sky, I noticed. Look like little spaceships. Interesting. Just released 2017 settings video. If you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and watch that video. It's the one before this one, and those are the settings I'm using currently. Actually running the medium profile right now for this plane. And I just want to get lined up a little better, and then we'll hold one more time while I get the last configurations ready. Okay, we're out of here. Here's the GYPSUM5 departure that we're flying. We're going to fly the runway heading and then turn to 215, and then we'll turn onto the plan. Need to get to 10,000 feet as soon as possible. We want to clear this mountain. So we are rotating and on the climb. It's going to be a very scenic route for you guys today. That's what I wanted to do this one in this plane, so we could fly it just a little slower and take in all the beauty of the mountains around here in Colorado. Alright, starting the turn to 215. So far the winds are calm, and we're having a smooth departure. We're now turning and we're going to head over to RLG. Now, we just finished filming the episode 2 of the FSElite podcast. So if you'd like to hear me speak for an hour or more with two other gentlemen about flight simulation, be on the lookout for that podcast. Again, if you're on my Facebook, I will post when that podcast is out. Otherwise, you can find it on FSElite.net, the FSElite YouTube channel, and also the FSElite SoundCloud channel, so that's where you can listen to that. Still climbing into our cruise. We're going to 14,000 feet, and that's what we'll be flying this short little journey. Really is a beautiful route. To get the plan on the GPS, what I had to do was I couldn't find any editors that would allow me to just go from Eagle County to Eagle County. They didn't like that I was returning to the same airport, so I used ActiveSky, and I kind of tricked it. Told it I was going to Denver, added my waypoints, then deleted the Denver waypoint, and I was able to load the plan in that way. And that worked out pretty good. Now the flight plan I filed on VATSIM is Eagle County to Eagle County. It allowed me to do that, but just to come up with something that I could load in the GPS, I had to do that. Beautiful sky and clouds and mountains today. It's my first time actually doing this little circuit here, and I'm glad I am doing this. Actually was suggested to me by Jordan from FSElite. I was talking to those guys and wondering, because he's familiar with this area. He's actually flown in and out of here in real life, and I was just trying to come up with a nice little scenic route for everyone. And he suggested heading out this way and back in, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, I hope everybody's new year is going good. I had a good new year. It's been raining a lot where I live, getting a ton of rain, and it's also snowing not too far. So just kind of enjoying that weather. Gives me more time to do things like this, flight sim, and hopefully get some live streaming in soon. I just gotta plan a day. There'll most likely be a flight in this plane because we didn't get to finish our flight last time I went live. So probably find a route and we'll fly with this and have a good time. But I'll let you all know in advance. Starting to see a little bit of rain at this altitude. This is going to be our second to last turn. We're going to fly this for a little bit, and then we'll be turning towards the runway at Eagle County. Okay, starting to make our descent down. We're going to go to 11,000 feet first, and this will be the RNAV approach. passing through 13,000 feet, getting close to 12,000. And you can start to see the runway off in the distance there. We have the airport. Almost right in the middle of the screen. A little bit closer now on the approach. Still a little bit too high. We need to get a little bit lower to make it in here. But we're going to be fine. It's starting to get a little bit windy in this portion of the flight. Now, at the airport, facing 4-knot winds out of 70. So nothing too strong, but it is the wind passing through these mountains can get a little bumpy. But we can't have it too easy, right? So we're just hand flying this in now at this point, and hopefully we'll get a good landing. Next airport I want to get is, what is it called? Telluride Airport around here. It's not far from here. But I really want to get that and do some flights in and out of that. Remember doing those into that airport. There was a mission on FSX that brought you into there on an approach, I think in a CRJ or something like that. I don't remember, but that was always fun. And it'd be nice to do some trips from this airport out to that airport, so I'll have to get that. Now, Orbx is really hitting it out of the park these days. This scenery is incredible. Like I said, one of my favorites, one of the most breathtaking approaches, and very detailed airport with solid performance too. So it's definitely worth getting. This will not be the last flight I'll do during this season. Probably going to do an Airbus flight as well. I would do that as my next flight, but I don't want to do too many of the same thing back to back. I mean, it will be completely different plane, different day, different weather, but I might do just a different Airbus flight next. Okay, making our way in. Still learning this plane. This is actually my third or fourth flight with it, and I still don't have everything figured out yet, but I'm able to do a little bit with it. So I'll get there though. We'll practice it. I fly so many different planes. It's kind of like the jack of all trades, master of none. Except the PMDG, I'm most comfortable with that plane. But alright, we're going to make our final approach now. We'll go sterile cockpit here, and I will talk to you once we're on the ground. Alright, we're down, having the reverse thrust out now. Didn't put it down exactly how I would want to, but we got it down okay. The nose gear was up for a couple of seconds. It wasn't very high, but it was up there. And we'll be taking a look at the replays. Just kind of wanted to fight with me as we got closer to the ground, but it's okay. It wasn't too bad. That was a okay landing. So we're going to turn left here onto the taxiway, and like I said, we'll go check out the replays. I have several different angles for you guys today that I think you'll enjoy. Here's the first one, kind of from the front. Yeah, I had the nose gear up, barely up, but it was up there, luckily. I don't really like this snow effect when you land on runways that are snowy. I think FSFX packages has something that helps that, I'm not sure. Their preset, I don't know if it fixes that. Here's the glare shield landing. I was really fighting to get it on the center line. Almost made it. It was close enough for a plane this size, anyway. Here's a view from the cabin. Carenado always models their cabins very nicely. Some of the best cabin work I've seen. Now eventually I want to get the cargo version of this plane, do some FedEx runs here and there. I think it's like $5 to purchase it, or less. Maybe it's $3. Here's the outside shot of turning onto the taxiway, or turning off the runway onto the taxiway at this gorgeous airport. Okay, now we're heading back to our parking spot. We're going to park probably in the same area, same spot. And then we'll shut the plane down and call it a day. Head inside for some hot cocoa. Now all the planes you see here, these are static to this airport. Not one plane is AI. So just know if you purchase this airport, it will come with all these planes. I think you can reduce the amount that is shown also in the settings, but I haven't seen a performance difference in taking them away or adding all of them, so that's also good news. Okay, we're going to line up here and park behind the plane in front of us. Okay, we'll set the parking brake. I turn the avionics, actually we'll turn that back on. Let me turn the GPS off and then the radios. Now I'll turn the avionics off. The powered, and let's see. Trying to get the portion of the checklist that I need. Not the prop. I'm trying to get to the other lever over here, but I can't quite get to it. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit and cut that off. Get these off. Get the lights. Actually, you should have had those off earlier. Alright everybody, this has been our scenic flight around Colorado. I hope you enjoyed it. Please come check out my next video, which will be out pretty soon. Always pushing videos out. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.